Oh, my bad. Cover. As you can see, we got two cars in the stable now. We got the Creighton 6S version 5 and the Mighty Traxxas House, you know, my little basher. What you don't see is one of my favorite cars. You also see my son's little Xeno. See 3 controllers. What you don't see is what I said I'd never get rid of. We'll talk about it in a minute. What's going on? This is Teezy, aka Mr. IQ with Let's Talk Gaming, Let's Talk RCs. Well, let's talk RCs, let's talk gaming. And today, once again, unfortunately, we're talking RCs. So what we got in the back there is my baby. Well, it used to be baby. And she's leaving the stable. We'll talk about it. All right, what's going on? This video is bittersweet, but kind of, sort of, not really. I'm getting rid of the Traxxas Max version 2, as you can see back there from earlier. And the reason why, I mean, it's a few reasons why, but the ultimate reason is I have to learn to let go of stuff that I'm not using. And in the last video, you know, with me running it, I did enjoy it. It was nice. I hit a curve, as you've seen in the video. It was a minor fix. I mean, less than 3 minutes to fix. I knocked it on out the box. It's back, ready to go. But I realized that I don't drive the Traxxas Max like I used to. I actually enjoy the Traxxas House a lot better. And I'm literally giving this truck away to a good friend of mine who actually works a lot of deals with me with RC cars and gaming material. So I thought that, hey, let's flip this table and let me give him a good chance to make an opportunity to make more money or have a better experience. He's giving me, you know, a gaming handset, which is a PlayStation Portal, brand new, and a couple of bucks. So he gets the Traxxas Max version 2, moderate upgrades and everything, and everybody's happy. PlayStation also did an update to where you can actually play the Portal now, as long as you got a stable internet connection, and you don't need to mirror your PlayStation. That's perfect for me because I want to take my PlayStation 5 Pro on vacation with me, but I'm not unhooking my PlayStation from the wall and all that good stuff. So the Portal actually solves a lot for me. And number 2, I've been on the Traxxas platform ever since I started with RC cars about 5 years ago. So I want to say about 5 years ago when I first moved into this my new home. I started with the X-Max. That was my actual first car that I ever had. So I loved it. It was 6S, the 6S version. Upgraded to the 8S. Then I bought another 8S. Then I went to Arrma with the Outcast. I love that, but I was so stuck on Traxxas because I had all the batteries for Traxxas, had all the charging utilities, all the tools and parts. So I got rid of the Outcast. I wish I had the Outcast 8S. But since then, learning the Traxxas platform, I have the X-Max, and I normally run in small driveways and yards and stuff. I realized they were too big for what I was using it for. So what I did was I decided to downgrade to the Traxxas Max. That platform was beautiful. I loved it. Parts were way cheaper than the X-Max. So I stuck with that platform. Since then, I've bought the Creighton 6S version 6 when it first came out. I loved it, but I was stuck on Traxxas. I had the Sledge, and just because the Sledge was under the Traxxas name, I got rid of my Creighton 6S. I paid $5.99 for it. I got it when it was first released, before they went up to $6.99. So I hate I did that. So after the time, you know, just running with the Max, I saw the Arrmas. I always love how Arrmas handle, you know. And so I went back to the, as you see in my new videos, I got the Arrma Creighton 6S that I got for a sweet deal. I wanted to build it to be my own like I do all my cars. So those are, you're gonna see future videos with that. I got the Traxxas House. small basher parts are even cheaper than the Max. That's a win-win for me. Plus, it's built off of a known platform that Traxxas had. With that being said, I found more joy playing with the Kraton and the Hoss and just sitting the Max on the shelf. So that's how I came to this conclusion right here, to just, you know, my buddy's been wanting the Max. The guy who I actually bought the Max from, he wanted the Max back, but, you know, bros, it come first, because he works out a lot of he actually gave me 2 or 3 PlayStations for a Traxxas Max, 2 or 3 brand new PlayStations. Like, he was one of those, he's one of those guys who, if it works for him, it works for me, he makes the deal. So with that being said, I'm gonna return the favor. He got a PlayStation Portal that he doesn't want or use. I can use a PlayStation Portal. So I'm gonna give him this Traxxas Max version 2. Not an even trade, we all know that. But it solves a need for me, it solves the need for him. And that's all that matters with me and him when it comes to business. We're good friends, we talk on the phone. Finds RCs in my area, he lets me know so I can call and make the deals. So that's how we work. We work together with this stuff. That's the reason why I'm getting rid of the Max. I love it. I mean, I don't have to get rid of it, but it's not getting used. Because like I said, if I'm gonna tear up something right now, it's gonna be the Hoss. The Hoss, I can redo the whole drivetrain for about maybe $100. Maybe $100. If I just piece it together, you're talking about $8 here, $12 for a set of arms. Like, man, it's extremely cheap, which makes it enjoyable. Makes playing with it enjoyable to me. X-Max was cool, it was fun, but when you broke it, it cost. And that's what made the hobby not fun for me. So if I was to give advice to anybody in the RC realm that's looking to get into the hobby, I would say do whatever your pockets allow. Not say it like that. We're gonna say do whatever you can afford to have fun with. Cause me, flipping the Traxxas X-Max is fun and cool until I break it. And then I have to buy arms, and when I blow diffs and tires and stuff, all the stuff is relatively cheap. But buying a set of tires for an X-Max costs way more than buying a set for my Traxxas Hoss. And as you can see, I took the Traxxas Max version 2 tires off of it and put it on the Hoss, and it looks like it has Monster tires on it. And I took the Traxxas Sledge tires and put them on the Max. So, you know, no cogging, no nothing. Everything works out as you've seen in the videos. But that's just a quick, you know, roundabout of why I'm doing what I'm doing. So once I get the deal done with my buddy, we're gonna make the deal and we're gonna get back to my man cave and we'll talk about it some more. So I'll see you then. What's going on? We're back. I actually secured my package. The Max is gone. My buddy got it. He's extremely happy with it. So we just secured the PlayStation Portal. All right, now that we got it all, we back at the office and got it all set up. As far as the controllers and everything, it looks exactly on the ends just like the regular PlayStation controller on each end. The reason I got this thing was, like I said, I wanted to be able to game, you know, on the go. And here's something that you should consider when doing this, okay? If you don't have the premium PlayStation Plus account, to me, this is not worth it. But if you do have the premium and you're gonna stream games, this is totally worth it because you get the actual PlayStation version of it. You actually have the real handheld. So what you got right here is, this is where you mirror. I don't suggest mirroring because there's so much delay unless you're gonna use this as a controller and then watch it on the monitor. My thing was I wanted to use it as a cloud device. I got, you know, a couple of games on here that I play, 2K. Madden. I have a good Wi-Fi connection, so I'm going to try this. And so this is how it looks. So we're not going to do voice chat because I don't have nothing plugged up to the 3.5 headset jack under the bottom, or I'm not using a Bluetooth device. I do use the Arctic Nova wireless. But if you see how fast it is, and the volume is pretty good. Now, as you see, my PlayStation isn't on. I actually can watch this. And this lets you know that I'm not using it. This is my account right here. My PlayStation account. So, I'm not mirroring off of that. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. Alright, and put this to the side real quick. And just so you know, I'm going into my account. So on the game, as you can see, I got Madden, the same stuff basically. I'm powering this off. So there is no, that's being powered off. Nothing to worry about here. So there is no sharing of the game or nothing with that. This is straight Madden. Press any button just like you would do. And this is touchscreen. So syncing up game plan. I'm just giving you a little taste of this. I don't know how the light is in it, but you will hear party chat if they're in a, if somebody's chatting. I'm gonna do a quick match. I got the Green Bay Packers, and this is a power cord. This isn't like a Ethernet. I'm running off with straight Wi-Fi, which I have a real good signal. So. Like I said, PlayStation is off.
Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. It's the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen and Brandon McManus on underway.
I'm gonna quit this game because, like I said, I ain't really finna play this one to show. There's no lag in this. So what I'm finna do is go ahead and set up my cornerback matchups. My speed. He trying to set his stuff back up. I'm gonna let him do his thing. Oh, we on that. We are on that.
And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. Brings up second and 9 at the 34-yard line. From the 34-yard line, here's second and 9. Out of the gun, here's May.
None of that. But like I said, there's no lag. You can take this anywhere. You got a good connection. And as a matter of fact, I'm one of the ones that get bumped. We got bumpy. Go get him, y'all. Ain't nobody there. Thank you. Like I said, that was an interception there. I don't know if they picked it up or anything, but I'm not really on here to try to play this guy. Not really my thing, but it's just something so I don't have to sit in my in my room. This is basically PlayStation 5 right here, bro. Good graphics. Let me see if we can get recover some of these yards back while they trying to. Get through there. Let's do it again. No matter what, I'm going for it, so it don't really matter. We out of here. That's a touchdown. So I just wanted to show y'all that I can close the game right here. I'm out of it. Boom. That's how you stream. All right. Well, now as far as this game or this console, who would get the best benefit out of this? My answer is, if I had a choice after this update how to do this, I'm gonna test this HDMI port. I mean, not just HDMI port, but this Type-C port to see if I can run a Type-C to HDMI and see if I can mirror this through a monitor. If that is the case, man, this can be used as a console. And right now they're still $199. Who is this game for? I would say if you're looking to get in the PlayStation ecosystem and you got friends that's playing PlayStation, you can be in a party with this. You can join a party. You can, same thing you can do on a PlayStation, you can do on this. I will buy this for $199 or the $250. Then I will buy the high tier PlayStation membership, which is like $150 a year. And you have a console that you can pretty much play anywhere you have a good connection. That is no different than having a digital PlayStation. All that is a console that I'm running wired for a good connection. But if you don't have a wired connection, then you have to have a wireless connection, just like the Xbox, just like everything. It's the same as this, except for this is portable. This for me is when I go out of town and stuff, and I'm not hauling this. I got a gaming PC, but we don't play on that or nothing like that. But it's definitely for when I travel. The same look, the same game. Call of Duty ran good on here. And if, like I said, this Type-C can go to a HDMI port and connect to a monitor, you already can Bluetooth this to it and use this controller on the portal. But if you can use this kind of like a Nintendo Switch and have this as the base and it goes to like a monitor or something like that, oh man, that's a whole nother console you're going to get for $250, basically a PlayStation 5. Like I said, if you don't have a premium membership, I mean, you can get it just to mirror, which is cool. I wouldn't suggest it for the simple fact that if you do the membership, everything you get on the membership, like games and stuff, you get so much, just games you can just constantly play on this game. Only thing you're not getting is the games that, like, let's say Xbox exclusives, the Call of Duties and stuff like. If you play Call of Duty, the only way I see it right now, as of April the 5th, you got a mirror to your PlayStation. Being that this is a streaming device, it's going to stream the games off the PlayStation Network, and being that Xbox, if I'm not mistaken, owns Call of Duty, the Call of Duty title, it won't be in their streaming network. So you have to mirror it from the game. That's not bad for me. So this here is if you are a PlayStation person, you're looking to get out the consoles and you want to get into handhelds, this is a beautiful handheld. I'm pretty sure they're going to do more updates on it to where if you complain enough, if the PlayStation community, speak up, they may put that streaming thing into the essential tier. Like if you just have a PlayStation membership, that should be included. They shouldn't force you to pay the highest tier to be able to stream games. But right now it's a benefit. And if you're a hardcore gamer or you're somebody who likes to game, then that is a good benefit to have. So that's how I looked at it. It was worth my Traxxas Max. And like I said, it wasn't just this, it was this and a few $100. I feel like I did good. He loves the Traxxas Max. Everybody's happy. We still have the Kraton. We still have the Traxxas House. This replaced the Max. It's actually lighter than the Max, the Kraton 6S. It handles better than the Max. It's more stable than the Max. I don't need a flipping 8th scale truck, 9th scale truck. I got this to run in the grass and the, just dirt tracks. It can flip if it needs to. I can put it on 6S and it'll do everything I needed to do. Because I got some tires that balloon so it will pick up. If I want to bash something, trust me, this is all you need. You saw in the videos where I can just get it and mash down on it and it's walking. And it's just walking up the street. This with the Max tires, the Max sledgehammers on it, that's more than enough. So, like I said, and smaller, lighter platform. And you compare it to something like that. It's a smaller, lighter platform. It was in between the Max and the Kraton, as you see. It's not super small, but it's a true 10th scale. That's an 8th scale. So the Max fit in between both of these as far as me running them. And I got to a point where the Max was more sentimental to me. I didn't want to really drive it because I put upgrades on it. This was super cheap to upgrade. That is a new project that I want to build. I had a 6S a version 6 Kraton that I got rid of, and I love how it run, but I made some money off of that truck. I bought it for $5.99 and sold it for a little bit more. Not much, but a little bit more. But this was super cheap, and I wanted to build it. That was just a little touchdown on just this video of what transpired. I still got 6S systems over here for Spectrum. Got servos. I got 8S motors over there from my X-Mac. But I still got stuff going on. I still got the GTR shocks for the front of the Hoss that I don't care for because, like I said, it makes the truck droop in the front. I like how it sits right now. I like how it sits like that, no droop, no bottoming out. We're gonna keep it like that. We're gonna continue to run them. We're gonna get more POV footage of me driving them. My son driving his Xeno. I was calling it Zero in the video, but it's a Xeno. We're gonna get more videos of this, and if you wanna see that, you wanna see upgrades to the Kraton, just continue to watch the videos, keep supporting and doing what you're doing, man. We appreciate everything. And once again, this is Tony, Mr. IQ with Let's Talk RCs, Let's Talk Gaming. And today, we actually talked both of them. See y'all later.